I'm Kate Linsell and I was born in Halifax in West Yorkshire, and I am a pole fitness athlete. I own a gym and an aerial studio, the Northern Aerial Arts Academy. Started off with pole, so I kind of fell in love with pole. I did gymnastics as a child, but I wasn't particularly great at it. I really loved it, but I was a bit of a scared gymnast. I wasn't amazing at it. I wasn't like a natural at it. And I think when I got into pole, I felt like I had a flair for it, and it felt like it was similar to gymnastics in some ways. So I pursued pole for a few years, and I did some competitions at the start, and I came third in Miss Pole Dance UK semi-pro. And then after that, I got really into the gym because I was training to be stronger as a pole athlete, obviously. So I got really into lifting weights because I hit a bit of a brick wall with my strength. So it was really from starting in the gym and starting strength training, and actually then more bodybuilding training to feel and look better and put on a bit of weight. I was tiny at the time. So I got into the gym, and then because of that, I then got interested in competing. And from there, I went on to do a few competitions, and I did okay. And then I kind of got quite hooked on it because it was making me strong doing the gym training and putting on some muscle, and it also translated to pole as well. So then I got hooked on this idea that I wanted to win WBFF at the time. So I kept going away and training for like a year, and then going back and doing competitions. And then in the end, I did achieve that goal. And I got my pro card in that. And then I just kind of went back to where it started. I felt like that was enough, and I'd kind of achieved my goal in that sense. So definitely my love is pole, but obviously I love the gym as well. Yeah, I think if I was ever to do another bikini comp, I would definitely spend more time training in between and eating, because I eat so much now. And it took a long time for me to make the gains initially, because I was doing too many comps and not eating, enough for long enough. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like if I was to do it now, in some ways it would be easier because I eat so much food, and it's a bit more natural in that way. So yeah. Definitely one of the biggest pieces of advice, again, like going back to the food, like the food's just so important. And obviously you can have the best training regime in the world, but if you're not eating enough food, you're not going to make the gains and everything. So yeah, if I was going to give one piece of advice for a newbie starting in the gym or at pole, it would be to prioritize proper structured training and not just kind of turn up and jump between plans and just, do bits and bobs, and just, either get a coach or just have a real structure to your training, research it yourself. That's what I did at the start as well. So structure to the training, being consistent, making sure you're eating enough, making sure you're hitting your protein, making sure that you are resting as well. Like I always take 2 days a week rest, and I've always done that. So I think the rest is important. So pole, it was when I started like nearly 15 years ago, it wasn't as popular as it is now as pole fitness. So basically there was hardly any pole studios, and I was watching YouTube and I saw a video of a Russian girl called Anastasia. And she was just absolutely incredible, doing these amazing things on the pole, holding her body out to the side. And it was strong, but it was also beautiful. And it did seem like it had that link to like flexibility and the aspects of gymnastics that I was quite good at as a child. So yeah, I fell in love with this video. There was no Instagram or anything like that. So I just kept watching the video over and over again. And then I just thought, I want to be good at that. Like I'm determined to be good at it. So I started training, and it wasn't easy. Like I'm not a fast learner. It wasn't easy to pick it up. I didn't have a teacher. I was self-taught. for many years. Obviously I've had lessons and stuff like that now, but it was not easy to pick up. But I just feel like I just set that goal, and I was just determined, and just the better I got and the closer I got to kind of doing the things that she was doing, I was like, wow, this is actually achievable. Yeah. So I try to split my training between pole and the gym. So I have tried training both on the same day, but it doesn't generally go very well. So I tend to, at the minute, I do 3 days in the gym and 3 days pole training, and that includes flexibility as well. So I've got a daughter who's 14, so obviously there's all the mum duties and things like that involved, taking her to school and everything. But food, I know I keep talking about food, but it's just a massive, massive part of my life. Like, I get up, I have to eat my breakfast, have my shake, always have my snack, always have my lunch, afternoon snack, evening meal, bedtime meal, my casein. So food is a massive, massive part of it. I prefer to train in the mornings now, because I feel like if I get up and get it done in the morning, there's less that can go wrong. So I'm like a morning training person generally. So I train in the morning, I then crack on with my day. So at the minute I have stopped personal training. So it's online coaching and running my pole studio, and taking lessons there.